The Fender Stratocasters that were made in the 1970s are generally regarded with affection and have become sought after by many guitarists for their historical interest and vintage kudos.
What kudos?
I think it's like a little animal.
But it wasn't always that way. The 1970s Stratocasters were considered much heavier instruments than its predecessor from the 1960s. The 3 bolt-on as opposed full bolt-on neck was also another
unpopular adjustment. Furthermore, the changes to the body shape were also considered uncomfortable. The period between 1966 and 1980, and in particular the 1970s, had turned a dream electric guitar into a product that was discerning for many players and much harder to praise. The Stratocaster of the 1970s was still, in the grand scheme of electric guitar building, a good and usable product, but it didn't have the appeal of the pre-1966 models. In the late 70s, the Stratocaster had also to an extent become a victim of its own success.
Many of the instruments were exhibiting an increasing amount of flaws.
As pressures to produce more units saw many workers cutting corners.
This was not just hearsay.
It was illustrated to the Fender company in some pretty dire feedback.
This negativity eventually became a catalyst,
or at least part of a catalyst for change.
My Stratocaster was built in 1979. You can date this from the serial number, the first letter being S, meaning 70s, and the number following 9 telling you it was made
in 1979.
I used to gig with this Stratocaster until one evening I was playing and someone tried to grab the guitar from me. This futile attempt to steal the guitar was thwarted.
Is that like swatting a fly?
Very similar, my friend.
Very similar.
When it was time to go, I loaded up the car, and just before I was about to drive away, 2 men tried to force the doors open on the car, pulling on the handles and hitting the windows, one on either side of the car. Terrified and in a panic, I started the car and hit the gas, obviously trying not to run their toes over while making my escape.
I never took the Stratocaster to another
gig again.
So sad. That's really tragic.
This is my 1979 Fender all-original Stratocaster. Do I love it? No. Do I hate it? No. Will I sell it? Never. It's part of me, part of my life, like an old friend, irreplaceable.